Welcome back to day 5 of my 14-day fast. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys the best ways to prepare for a extended fast or even a shorter fast. But before we go into that, I wanted to just update you guys on the last 24 hours of the fast and what's been happening with me and the body. So as I shared with you in yesterday's video, just the prediction, I'm really feeling that today is going to be a much more energetic day based on how I was going into the night last night, and today has been really good. I've been feeling much more energy, much more energetic, much more vibrant, and it's been good. We did a nice long walk today, my wife and and I did some pull-ups on some trees and stuff. So it was really sweet, feeling much more energy to do all of that. And a busy day, we need to run some errands and whatnot. And just wanted to update you guys as well. Today, I weighed myself. I weighed myself when I started the fast 5 days ago, and I was weighing about 160, maybe no 159 point something. And today I weigh about 146 or so. So I lost about 14 or so pounds um, over these past 5 days, and this felt good. I haven't really felt, of course, as I the past, so the first 4 days have really felt really tough. So I did definitely feel weak in that sense. But as I was sharing today and doing pull-ups and stuff, I didn't necessarily feel weak. I really felt good, and so looking forward to incorporating more strength training when I can during this fast too, just to keep the muscle strong. Because one of the best ways to keep muscle on your body while fasting is to utilize the muscles to signal to your body, hey, we're still using this. Don't pull from these resources, pull from other resources. Um, so yeah, with that being said, going back to the topic of today's video, how to prepare for a fast. So I will just kind of share from my own experience of how I prepared for this fast and then share some recommendations based on that and my other experiences. So for this fast, I started preparing about a week to 9 days in advance. The prior weekend, so I started the fast this Monday. So last weekend, um, the weekend before I started the fast, I did a 2 day fast just to kind of get into the flow of it a little bit. And then from Monday till starting of the fasting date, I was just eating one meal a day, pretty much only fruits, maybe a couple nuts here and there, like every other day or every 3 days when I felt like I need something a bit more dense. But I was really eating quite light. I would just have two papayas in a day, small papayas, this big, or one papaya a day, excuse me, about that size. And it was just really feeling really good, really strong. And I really felt that helped a lot because really you want to signal to your body gently that, hey, we're shifting gears here. We're going to start doing some cleaning. This is my intention I want to set. Let's work together. Let's cooperate on this. And it really works well. Um, I really felt in that sense that it really helped me to dive much deeper in this fast the first couple initial days than normal in that sense, and not in a way of like, you ate pizza the night before starting a 10-day fast and you're recovering from that. It really felt like I was already in the fasted state a little bit in that sense. 'Cause I was just, in a fruit fast going into this um, liquid fast. And so, yeah, I think it's a really good method. And I recommend that a lot to people. And in terms of how many days should you prepare, that really varies because it determines on how long your fast is, and there's no exact formula. But something like on average I like to do is like, to if I'm going to fast for 3 days, then maybe I'll take a day to prepare for the fast. I'm going to fast for 5 days, maybe I'll take half the time. So kind of the formula that I use roughly is like, okay, if I'm going to fast for 14 days, then maybe I should prepare for a week. If I'm going to fast for 3 months, then maybe I should prepare for a month and a half. Um, but that's the mindset I take roughly. Of course, if you're doing super extended fast, it's really hard to kind of follow that so strictly. Um, but yeah, I would say yeah, no, spend for yeah, use half the time, however long you're gonna fast, cut that time in half, and use that time for prep and use that amount of time to prepare. So however long you're going to fast, cut that time in half, and that's how long you're gonna take to prepare going into your fast? Um, and then another important part is food choices and preparation for fast, right? So I also have a similar method. I think again depends on length and fast. If you're just doing a 24-hour fast, you could have pizza the night before and fast 24 hours and not be a problem. Like we can be real about that, right? 36 hours as well. Not too intense preparation is needed. Um, Most people can do 24, 36 no problem. So this is when we start talking, 3 days or more. That's kind of my thing. 3 days or more is I start talking about preparation. And so for 3 days or more, I would say always your last meal should always be fruit or fruit juice, the lightest thing. So if you're doing a juice fast, then maybe your last meal is fruit. If you're doing a dry fast, water or your juice or something or fruits your last meal, right? But you want to keep it juicy, you want to keep it light, you want to keep it pranic, you want to keep a high vibration, and because fruits are already naturally detoxing, so it really again you're signaling to the body, hey, we're doing this, let's start. And so again, that should be the final meal. And so like if I was gonna do a 3-day fast, right? Because that's probably most common for people is a 3-day fast, and I think that's a really good number and a really good consistency for fasting. Do 3-day fasts once a week or once every other week, kind of have more consistent. That's a really good rhythm, or once a month. And so in that sense, I would say, okay, if you're doing 3-day fast and okay, the day before you can have a salad for lunch or something or salad earlier. I'm not too strict on that day having to just be only fruits, but I would encourage you to do just a fruit meal for that day. But it's not 100% necessary. And then the day before, I would say do your salads as well. And so you kind of want to just think about like easing yourself off, gently transition to lighter fruit choices. So if you're a meat eater, then no, have a vegetarian diet for the couple days before your fast, and then the day before your fast starts, or the day of your fast starting, and your last meal, have some fruits. So this is some of the different things I find works well. And if you're fasting for 7 days or something, and and you're taking 3 days or so to 3 to 4 days to prepare, then the first 1 or 2 days could be you're more raw vegan, you're eating your raw salads, you're having your fruits, um, or maybe you're having one of those 3 days, the first of those 3 days, you're having maybe some cooked vegetarian, cooked vegan food, like okay, whatever. Um, as long as it's good, it's not processed or something. But that's kind of the general rhythm. And again, I guess you know if I could convey anything in this video from my own experience of fasting for again over 8 years, it's to gently bring is to gently bring your body into the fasting state by transitioning from denser foods to more subtler foods and vibrations. And whatever fast you're doing is always going to adjust and determine on each person's unique circumstances. But that's the general rule of thumb, and that's what I recommend for you all if you're interested in understanding how to prepare for a fast and do more fasts in your own life. And if you want more support in an environment of fasters and other people looking to raise their vibration or tap in more into their natural living, tap into the divine design, this resonates with you, then I put together a nice little supportive accountability community for those interested in going deeper in this. The link is in the description below. Please like and subscribe, and please comment if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in any follow-up videos on fasting or related subject like preparing for the fast. I will do one on how to break the fast, so I will cover that subject. But any other things that you have any questions about, or how the fast is going for me or whatever, I'm more than happy to see that, and I may have that as a topic for the next video or respond to you in the comments. All right. Blessings.